Morning guys. So I've got a few people that have asked about the handlebar setup on my sled here. So today I'm going to make a really quick video on how I have it set up on mine, what bars I'm running, how I'm mounting them and whatnot. So we're just going to get straight into it. Best way I can. I'm heading out to a show here in Minnesota right now, so it's up on the deck of my truck. But you can see how I have it kind of set up here. So I've got the OD grips. Here are the 8-inch grips. I did have to cut them down a little bit. I do need to replace them. I've got new ones that are going to go on along with heaters. I need to replace my throttle cable as well because that's starting to fray. But I do have the RSI throttle block on there. It's the non-heated version, I believe. Yeah, non-heated version. I also have their momentary stop switch here. It's a little bit difficult when you have gloves trying to press down on it, unless you have like a thinner glove, like a motocross glove that a lot of guys wear. I wear really thick gloves most of the time, just because my hands do get pretty cold, and it's just really hard ones. It's a little bit tougher when you're trying to press this down, so you kind of have to find like the right angle to press down on it to get it to stop. But it's really not that bad. Everything else is pretty much stock. But on the handlebars, how I basically have them mounted, this is a Cheetah Factory Racing bar here. The cover here is pretty dirty at the moment. It's got quite a bit of oil and grease and dirt on it, so I'll get the cover here taken off as well as the pad, and I'll show you what's going on. I don't have tools on me to take it completely apart at the moment, but this is how I have it set up right now. These are RSI oversized bar clamps, as you can see here. That's the only one that I was able to use. Cheetah Factory Racing does have mounts available, but they're a little bit too tall for how I wanted to mount mine. So I needed to use the RSI ones. As far as a spacer, I did use basically just half the OEM mount here, and the reason for that is you can get a spacer that's about 3/4 inch, which is about the same as this, but they're individual ones, so they don't exactly line up very well. So using the stock one here, it works the same way as the spacer, and it also, I think it's the top half of the spacer, but essentially that just lines everything up for the bolts on the inside as well. So they go up into here, and then they actually, I don't know if you can really see, down inside, right in there is a Allen head that bolts down through to the nut on the back side there. And then these nuts here, they just bolt into the clamp on the bottom. One thing that did happen to me last season, 2 or 3 times, probably 3 or 4 times actually, is that my bars kept coming loose for some reason. I wasn't sure why. I thought it was just me not tightening them down enough, but eventually I found out it was the bolts that go down into the spacer and down into the bolts of the steering stem here. Alright, that's going to do it for today, guys. If you have any other questions or comments or anything you think I missed, let me know down in the comments. Please consider subscribing, and we'll see you later. Thanks.